What's up guys, it's Tace. I don't think I've really made a formal introduction on this channel because you've just seen me here and there driving the cars. I usually film everything and I manage Ron's supercar collection. And that means I get to drive Ron's cars like this F40 LM. Contrary to popular belief, managing and shooting a supercar collection isn't always sunshine and rainbows. So there's actually a whole lot that goes on behind the scenes to managing a car collection as well as filming for this YouTube channel because Ron keeps buying cars. But the best thing about Ron is that he's actually super eager to share these cars with as many people as he possibly can. Ron happens to be a pretty busy guy, so he trusts me with his cars when he's not around. So today I'm bringing you guys around for a day in the life of a little bit of car management, and that car management includes putting studded snow tires on Ron's Ferrari F40 LM. Now this car is a bit of a squeeze, but man, is it good. Now, as opposed to a lot of the other cars, this car has a pretty unique startup procedure, so we gotta start with this red key. Put that guy in, twist it to allow all the electronics to come on, and then you follow with this key, put her in, you twist this to the on position, clutch in, car in neutral, and then we press start. First try. Now, you might be telling yourself, wow, that is the most gorgeous F40 that I have ever seen. In which case, you'd be correct. It is. You could very likely put any other car in the universe in front of me and say, you can take this over the F40. But if you've seen this thing, I just don't think I would. This car is highly modified and has had an extensive history, but most of the LM parts on this are 100% authentic from Ferrari. This is basically made up of about 80% real LM parts, and then the rest are a little bit of flair from the builder who decided to build this car into what it is. So one of the best parts about this car is it has been resprayed in the silver, which is called Argento Nürburgring. This car is basically perfect. But Ron and I had a conversation that why don't we swap the wheels for some absolutely nasty and dirty three-piece wheels from Vossen. So these wheels that you see in the car are actually magnesium wheels, and they just have a little bit of a softer makeup than a lot of other wheels. So you can see they kind of get beat up and torn up a little bit more than a regular wheel. Over the last 3 to 6 months, we have worked with Vossen to develop some of the most rad three-piece wheels for this F40. So for those longtime watchers of the channel, you might remember last year we took the Lamborghini Sturato and the Porsche Dakar to Georgetown, Colorado, and we ice raced both of those cars with studded tires. But this year, Ron decided to go above and beyond, and the Vossens that we had made for this car, we threw studded tires on so we could bring this car to the ice lake and drift this on the ice. So we're gonna go on a short drive in the F40 to visit our friends at Envision, and we're gonna test fit these studded snow tires on the F40. So let's buckle up. You know what, this car is pretty tight, but it is not nearly as tight as the Valkyrie. And this car actually feels streetable, as opposed to the Valkyrie feels like a job and a half to go drive on the street. And as far as a driving experience goes, this one's pretty good. You also gotta be super easy on the clutch. You basically just drive the clutch with your toe instead of your foot. Now on this, excuse the shaky footage. I wouldn't say the suspension is the most forgiving on this. This car is about as rigid as it gets. Also, if you guys watched our previous video, we put this car on the dyno because this car is actually tuned. It was completely rebuilt in Thailand, and then it was tuned to make more horsepower than a stock F40. So we threw this on the dyno and it put down 471 horsepower to the wheels. And I believe this car was actually rated for 471 horsepower to the crank. So this thing's a little booster mobile. I forgot how fast this car is. It gets up and going really quick, and then you realize that your life is about to end because there are no creature comforts of airbags or ABS or traction control. Just about nothing. But man, this car is so fun. Oh, I just stalled it. You really gotta lock in when you're driving this car. I would say that oh my gosh, that second gear does not want me to get into it. Maybe it just needs to be a little greased and lubed because we haven't driven it in a while. Here we go, one more pull on the road. Oh my gosh. Word. What's up, puppy? Basically, every time we come to you guys, we're doing something else pretty stupid.
Really stupid.
This might be like maxing out.
This tops all stupidity I've ever done with a $17,000 set of wheels and tires.
Yeah, so this is also the first time we've seen these. Should we check these things out?
Yeah, because they're bitching.
They're insane.
They're bitching.
So Vossen approached us. They said, hey, what kind of lip do you guys want? What look do you want? This is one of their new faces, right?
New faces, but that lip's a one of one. That
New
hasn't
face.
been done anywhere yet.
New face, one of one lip. And that's not even the best part. What we got up here on top is where it gets rowdy. So every single wheel has been studded by yours truly here. How many do you think are on each wheel? Did you count?
I didn't count, but you kind of can math it out because, you know, there's like a section. Each section you count them all. The rears are about 660 a piece. The front's about 450 a piece.
Okay, so, nice. So we're averaged like just over 2,000 studs on four wheels.
Not as crazy as the Strato ones, but that's ridiculous cars, so we aren't ridiculous, but these will still grip great.
All right. Well, so we're really here to see what it's going to look like on the car, and quite frankly, we don't even know if it fits.
No, this is the one.
So, and this event is in like 6 days time, 7 days time.
Yeah. No stress.
No stress. No stress.
We're just trying to be like the Discovery Channel.
We have to get everything together right
We
before.
need the deadline, guys. You got to get it done for the deadline.
Which is kind of how it goes, honestly.
Yeah.
So we're going to toss these puppies up on the F40, see how they look, and we're excited. This should be sick. Walk me through this. You put it on and what happened?
I smacked it a bunch of times.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I think it's kind of
give
like
it some
just
motivation.
barely self-clearancing a little bit, but it's flat.
Okay.
It's sitting where I want it.
Hey, when in doubt, smack that thing.
Smack. Yeah, and it scares me. Okay. Ready, Chance?
Ooh. Just had a little sneak peek with just the rear on. Looks pretty sick.
That looks so good.
I think it worked.
Is it on?
It's on, yeah.
Torqued?
It's torqued and it's on. Let's go. Hey. See, puppy. Huh?
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
That's what I said. They're going to point at each other now.
First time we're driving it down. Let's see if this sucker fits. All right, Ty, give it to me. Ooh. Just so we know.
What was that?
That's the airlift. Yeah, it has a front lift.
1999.
Yeah, well, it's aftermarket. It's aftermarket. Look at that.
Oh, man. That was
Damn.
so good.
Dude. That looks so sick. That's sick.
That's absurd. That is absurd.
That is sick. Ooh, yeah.
You are the wheel god.
That is actually insane looking.
That looks so cool.
Yeah.
Completely.
Hey, look at that.
Funny.
Look at that stretch, though. It's a pretty nasty
We're getting-
stretch to
we're
see
getting
the
hot
lip.
boy, dude.
That is like low-key
Full ops
stance
first.
hot boy.
BBS is on an LFA, and now stretch tires on an F40.
Ron is actually low-key just a hot boy at heart.
He's a 17-year-old JDM kid.
But it's not? It feels pretty good?
No.
Oh, yeah.
If there was a stud there, it would be tough.
Yeah. Nice.
The front kind of scares me over bumps, but I don't think it's enough to total the car.
It's one thing to see the wheels on the car with the studs, but it is going to be an entirely other thing when we get this car out on the ice with studded snow tires. That will be very fun. So, we're just gonna go for a short little drive back to bring this car home. This is pretty interesting. I hope that you can tell what this is, especially judging by the exhaust exit there. But this is the stock exhaust from the Pagani Huayra Roadster. And as you guys know, Ron sold the Pagani Huayra kind of in trade for the Valkyrie. And one fun thing that we haven't really highlighted as much here on the YouTube channel is that a lot of these stock parts are being turned into products that we are actually selling online. So I don't know if you can tell, but there is an entire exhaust pipe missing from this end. Look at this. See that? Right here. Oh, doesn't matter if I drop it because it's already been destroyed. But if you can see that here, the exhaust has been all cut up, and then right there as well. And so you're probably asking, what in the world are you even doing with that exhaust? So it's kind of a shame that these were just sitting around in the shop collecting dust. And so Ron has found greater purpose for them. So we have partnered with our friend Nate, and Nate has made this knife, which is a karambit style knife, not completely out of the exhaust, but we have integrated parts from this exhaust, which Nate came here, cut up, and then turned into a piece on this knife. But essentially, the mounting plate right here, oh, let's see if this is gonna focus. Essentially, the mounting plate right here on this knife is made from pieces that were cut up from that exhaust. So this is a carbon fiber handle, and then the mounting plate is made from the Pagani titanium. And this is just a cool little unique product that is made and has Pagani parts, genuine Pagani parts, which who in the world else has that and is doing that with it, into a knife. We've made this, we've made some custom limited watches as well. And then we actually sell a bunch of merchandise that goes along and ties in with the cars too. So that is the latest offering. This is a limited production. There's 25 of these being made. And we have a whole lot of other stock parts from other cars that we can use to keep doing stupid stuff with. And we have the rest of this Pagani exhaust to use for other products. So we're trying to figure out what else we can do.